Hey guys out there, we are Armament and you're watching us on TUGGtv. Stay metal and stay true.
What's up, guys? You're watching TUGGtv and we are here with Armament. So, very quickly introduce yourselves.
Rakshit, drummer.
This is Indranil on vocals.
Vivek on lead guitars.
Shan on bass.
Awesome. So, very quickly, guys, how did Armament happen? What made you guys form this band and some of your influences?
Well, it's been a pretty bumpy and a long ride actually. 2011 we started off, and throughout the time we have had pretty big, lot of number of lineup changes, and this is what we are today. So from the beginning we had Conquest. Shan has been helping the band with the bass works, and I myself was there from the start on vocals. And so we started off just like jamming to our favorite cover numbers, and eventually we came up with originals and started doing shows, and people got to know us, and this is the usual thing, so just the latest inclusion is Rakshit on the drum kit, and Vivek on guitars. Is the first time we are performing in Bangalore with this lineup, and really after a long time this is our fourth show in Bangalore.
Awesome.
Yeah, 2015 we came here last time for our EP launch for Strike.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So, for you guys who are wondering what is the story with Conquest, basically you guys play as the four horsemen.
Yes.
So that's Conquest, Pestilence, Death and Famine.
Basically conquest, famine, war and death.
Death. Awesome. So is there some reason for why the drummer should be Death, or just it suits?
It suits.
Perfect.
Basically, we started off as a 5-piece band with 2 guitars, and we did a show also. Our first gig was in Kolkata back in 2012, and we did that as a 5-piece setup. But eventually, we carried forward with only 1 guitars, and we just wanted to do something cool with our stage names. So one of our friends just suggested us, why don't you go with the four horsemen concept? And that made sense because it was all about war and everything, everything that is thrash metal.
Very close to thrash. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Very close to thrash metal and exactly. With all of it. And it's cool. So, let's agree on that. Yeah. But you mentioned that you were a 5-piece band, then moving to a 4-piece. Did this sort of impact the sound? Because obviously when you play 5-piece and then you're down to one guitarist.
To be honest, the song types, the genre doesn't change, definitely. But we evolve a lot. But when the lineup changed from 2 guitars to 1 guitar, there was a huge change in the sounds, because somewhere we felt like the punch was missing, but we had to overcome that, and we did. So whatever we are now with 1 guitar, 1 bass, 1 drums, 1 vocals, it's going good so far, and that's it.
I think we'll continue with that lineup.
How did you sort of overcome it? Was this just patchwork, or was this a
whenever
change?
we felt like there's some sort of lacking where, and we wanted to like cover up with that with the bass only. So it doesn't matter if it's 1 guitar or 2 guitar, we are always filling in together.
We had a good bassist and a drummer at that time, so it kind of filled up for the guitars here.
How do you think the scene here is different compared to?
I think there are what we have watched over the years, in the past 5-6 years, the number of gigs happening throughout the year is pretty much way more than the number of gigs happening in Kolkata. So basically there are more number of bands, more number of crowd, and people are more acquainted with the music. And of course the rock and roll scene has been there for a long time.
That honestly is a little surprising to hear, because rock and roll music has always been associated with like Calcutta and you're saying the scene.
Actually, the rock and roll city, the rock and roll scene is still pretty much alive in Kolkata.
Yes, it's very much alive.
But not metal.
Not metal in the sense.
Like, people are listening. People are listening, obviously, but back in those days, even my father was into music. So yes. So back in those days, he used to tell me that back in those days also we had these kind of people, like who are like marching forward for the music, for whatever they're playing. Maybe not metal, but whatever they're playing, hard rock, this, that, they're doing it then. From then it's going on, still it's alive.
Rock and roll evolved pretty well in Bangalore to metal, and the evolution from rock and roll to metal is still in progress when you're talking about Kolkata.
Awesome. one thing you feel should change or could be changed in the Indian metal scene?
I think the dependency of bands on organizers, because that is a very big thing. I mean, nowadays it is basically situation, you know, like the bands end up putting themselves in situations where they'll do anything to get a show. And back in the days, what we hear in documentaries and what we hear from all the stories out there, it is basically the promoters, the organizers promoting the band. Now it has become the other way around. So the dependency has to change, and of course concentrate on the music that you're making, not fuck the politics and the scene, and to stop trying to fuck your friend to go forward, you know. Just make the music true to your heart, you know, and you'll get noticed. That is what.
And like I said, just don't be afraid to reach out to organizers. I've always felt like too many bands just stay in their cocoon. They don't, I don't know why, they just feel like the organizers have to reach out to them. Just don't be scared, you don't have to be shy. Go ahead and just reach out to every organizer. Tell them, yeah, you know, if you're ever putting up a gig in the near future, we'll be more than happy to play. Just put a word out there so they know that, see, the organizers need to know what bands are active, can play, and what bands can't. We didn't get any organizer sponsors, nothing for that. We did it in the Soundlets, the dance studio place. So don't be scared to just go DIY. It's fine. I mean, it may not be as alluring as playing in a place like Fandom, I guess, but just at the end of the day, you're getting to play.
So please give us the most epic / worst PJs, jokes, whatever that you have. So start with you.
Okay. How many black metal musicians does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh gee, I don't know. How many?
None, because they'll all be just arguing with each other on Facebook or with someone else.
That guys is Armament. If you haven't checked them out, why?